Adam Murray, it's an away point, you're 4 unbeaten, you're 5th in the table. I mean, there's a lot to be positive about, but is that difficult right now?
It's really difficult. I don't think I've felt frustration like this in a long time. We've had enough chances in that game to win 3 games. The game's got to be put to bed. It's that simple. I look at the table. We've lost, apart from the top 2, we've lost least games than anybody else in the league. But we've got to put them games to bed. We've had more than enough chances today, but if we're not going to score goals, we're going to feel frustration like that. I feel, and I accept the fans' frustration at the end of the game there, because I'm with them. I feel it totally. If we're being honest, they've not touched us. They've not laid a glove on us. The last 10 minutes, then we're giving them opportunities to do what they're good at. We keep kicking it out of play. We just keep slashing it, just kicking it forward. That's not what we're asking people to do. That's just rash mindset. And I've got to be honest with you, I'm raging at the minute, because that should be 3 points. We're sitting 5th in the league, and we've had 3 results like that now, where it should be all 3 wins, and we should be competing in that top 3. And we've been bang average, if I'm being honest with you. So. A lot of emotion tonight, a lot of emotion, because we can't keep doing that. We're just killing ourselves. It's nothing to do with shapes, tactics, anything else, style of play. It's about putting the ball in the net. It's that simple. You can't keep expecting defenders to keep grinding out in the last 10 minutes to try and get a clean sheet. That should be done. It should be done at half time. So yeah, not good.
Yeah, I mean, it's 1 goal a game in the last 3 games, and sometimes that's enough, but sometimes it isn't.
No, and look, sometimes you've got to go away from home and win 1-0. Every league and every team in the world does it. You see that the Premier League, Arsenal do it brilliantly, 1-0, but we're doing it consistently, and we're making our job harder than it has to be. We've had more dominance today, again, and we shouldn't be hanging on in the last 10 minutes of the game. If we're not going to finish chances, we're always keeping the opposition in the game. We're always giving them an opportunity, and it's just, we're our own worst enemy at the minute. There's nobody I'm looking at that's causing us problems. We're causing our own problems. And first half, second half, we created enough. I think we've had 18 shots today. We've created enough chances, like I say, to win 2 or 3 games. But if we're not going to be ruthless and we're not going to be clinical, then this is going to be a common story, and it's so frustrating. And yeah, this is going to take a few hours, a couple of days to shift the system, and it's got to be done quickly, because we've got another game Tuesday. But that's hard to take today, really hard.
But even at the end, when they were throwing the kitchen sink at you, you actually were dealing with that pretty comfortably, weren't you?
Yeah, we planned for it. We knew what was coming. I never felt at any time under any stress. My problem is we shouldn't even be in that situation. It's over, it's done. We should be 2-3 possibly up at half time. Then we've had some big chances second half where we're getting in and around the 18-yard box. People aren't reacting, we're not hitting the target, and that's basics. This is like, I'm not talking anything rocket science here. We've had huge parts of dominance in this game today. No one can tell me different. No one people say that should be outside, but we've allowed them to stay in the game.
As you say, you haven't got long to reflect on it, because you're at home midweek.
Yeah, look, I'm not going to lie to you, this ain't going to be out of my system in the next 24 hours. This hurts really bad, because we've got certain people that are not learning from the same mistakes, and that's the frustration, because like I said, we've lost 3 games all season. It's nothing, and we turn these draws into wins. We're challenging for a title, and that's the bit that is the frustration. I feel the fans' frustration, because they're not stupid. They see it as well. Whether they like me or they don't like me, I've got no interest in that. That's their opinion. But nobody can argue to me that we should not have won that game today. We've created more than enough goal-scoring opportunities, and it hurts.
I mean, it's taking chances of scoring goals. Is that something you can do in training? Can you work on that a lot?
Look, you can work on everything, but at the end of the day, people have to take responsibility. I have to take responsibility. I take all the slack, which is fine. That's not a problem. But people have to take responsibility, because it's not like we're not creating chances. I think at the start of the season, we can argue we weren't creating chances, and people were having a say on we're playing too many passes and we're not going forward enough. We're going forward an awful lot now, and we're creating an awful lot of chances. And the ball has to go in the back of the net. We're creating clear opportunities. The ball today has dropped in that 6-yard box more times than I've seen it. It has to be over, and for me, there's no excuse for that. That lies on people. That's a responsibility. That's a job. as we all do, we get paid to do a job, and we have to make sure we're executing that.